Frugal Daddy's on his way upstairs to get a sweater because he's chilly, but we're here to answer more questions from the Ask Me Anything video. All right. One person made the suggestion that Amy get more sun. Right on, sister. Yes, I am one of the palest people you will probably ever meet or see. Very pale. Pale, pale, pale. Just as pale can be. And yes, I do look better and healthier in the summer when I'm outside gardening, and I get a little more color on my face, but yep. Pale. Here comes my friend! Oh, it's a how are you? Mwah, mwah, mwah. He's sniffing my lentil soup breath. All right, Flash, you go get on the sofa. All right, here comes Frugal Daddy. Okay, check off, get more sun. Where are you going?
I want to know which one you wanted.
Fashion advice from Frugal Mommy. I think the gray sweater would look fab, and it's your warmest sweater. Makes you look like a fisherman. The blue one looks nice too. Do we resent paying for stuff? Yes, Trish, we do resent paying for stuff. Well, I don't know about Frugal Daddy. I do. I do resent paying for stuff. I feel like everything should be free. I don't know why I think that, but it should, especially water. When I grew up and realized that you have to actually pay a water bill, that blew my freaking mind. Because doesn't God give water to all of us? I mean, somebody owns the water and you have to pay for it? That's crazy. I don't know what kind of world we live in, but yes, I think things should be free. What are you doing with your hand down your pants, Frugal Daddy? What was it? Stop it! Oh my God. And because we get so much stuff for free with the dumpster diving and the stealing and the bank robbing. Just kidding. Yeah, it's hard to pay for anything. It really, really is. It's hard to pay for stuff. And have you noticed, those of you who go to thrift stores, how the prices have gone up? What? And so now it's hard to even pay thrift store prices for things. Sit down in your big old sweater, honey. Oh, Lord.
Oh. What is
The
happening?
old man groan there. All right, now here's a good question. We're getting into some good stuff.
the way over?
What are you looking for? How far do you want me to go? Do you have enough space now?
I can't even move.
You're huge. How do we explain to the kids about the fact that some of their food, a lot of their food, comes from a dumpster, and do they tell other kids at school about that? I think it's normal to the girls because that's what they're growing up in. They don't have a lot to compare it to. You're just used to what you have in your life, right? And yes, we do not eat spoiled food, and we don't get sick from dumpster food. We've never gotten sick, and we don't give spoiled food to our children. I hope that's obvious to everybody. They're well-nourished and well-cared for children. There are kids at that school who have seen these videos and know that we dumpster dive. And the girls have told me that kids have asked them, why do you get food out of a dumpster? Why do your parents get food out of a dumpster? And they didn't really know what to say. I just talked to them about the environmental impact of all the wasted food and how we're keeping food out of the landfills and how it's fun and how it's free and the same old rigmarole. I don't think our girls have been bullied at school by anybody because of the dumpster diving. It could come up later, but dealing with bullies in general is something I've talked to them about and sort of tried to teach them how to respond. Someone suggested, several people have suggested I write a cookbook, which is kind of funny because I'm not that good at
She
cook.
doesn't follow recipes.
Well, I don't really follow recipes, and a lot of the food I make, nobody will eat but me. Because we have some picky eaters in the household.
I'm picky because I have high standards, I guess.
Oh, says the dumpster diver. Oh, he has got very high standards, so you're very fancy. Oh, yeah.
I don't eat terrible food out of the dumpster. I just eat what I like.
They've seen you with the powdered donuts.
That's a high standard.
They
That's an
know
amazing piece of food.
that many foods are just the conduit to get butter and salt into your body. Bread, crackers, rice, potatoes, noodles, all of that, just to get butter and salt in. Since I quit my job, how's everything going financially? How's the budget? How's it going? It's only been 2 months, so we're not years into this new system. Well, it's new, but
We're not hemorrhaging cash that quickly that you'd notice it after 2 months.
when we met, were we both dumpster divers already? If not, what did we think of the other person who was? It's not a thing that came up on the first date, for sure. I think you were more of a dumpster diver than I was at that juncture. That was a long time ago. That was 10 years ago. I was more of, someone is throwing out a table and it's at the end of their driveway with the rest of their trash waiting for the garbage man to come, and I might swoop in and pick up that table. I was more of that. I hadn't gone into dumpsters themselves yet, but you had you not? Yes, you had, yes. And you did
Not actually for food, though.
No,
You started me on food. I went for furniture and things.
a bicycle, I think. Didn't you get a bicycle out of a dumpster?
Yeah.
And somebody at his job said, behind his back,
Yeah.
but loud enough that he could hear it.
It was in a cubicle, so I could hear
Right.
it.
Regarding him taking trash stuff, he said,
I think it's a disease.
are the stained glass windows in the house original? I'm going to say no, I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
That one is.
It is?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
The man who owned the house before us, he owned the house for about 30 years, and it was his life's work restoring this house. And he put a lot of time and money into things. And I think a lot of the stained glass he got, and it might be legitimate to that's not the right word, legitimate, but authentic to the period. But I don't think it was original to this house. But you think that window was?
Yes, I do.
That window that you guys can't see.
The reason I
What
say
about
that,
the one over the front door? What about the
I think
transom?
that was too, because the reason I say that is I saw pictures from the people that moved here in the 1940s.
And that was
And
there?
that was there, yes.
All right, so maybe some of the stained glass windows are original to the house, and some definitely are not. I know some are not, because
Some are not.
we have found them. And stained glass is expensive, though. That's something we should learn how to do, is make our own stained glass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Add that to our list of things to do. Learn how to make stained glass. I'm writing that down. Oh, people want to know if we ever had our garage sale, because in the fall we were talking about having a yard sale and selling some of the stuff we had found to try to make some money. And no, we never did, because we waited too long. Stop pointing at me. I saw that. I'm going to tell you why. Because we waited too long in the fall, and we had rainy weekend after rainy weekend after rainy weekend. So we kept putting it off. Or we had the prediction of rain on a Saturday. So then we're like, okay, forget it. We'll wait another week before we do it. And then it didn't rain. But then it just, too much time went by, and it got too cold, and now it's winter, and now we're going to do it in the spring. All right, now, someone asked regarding our older daughter, does she ever come dumpster diving with us? No, never. And has she ever asked for specific items? No, not really. And what does she think of it? She's not embarrassed. I've asked her, because she doesn't believe what I do is a reflection on her. She thinks my crazy is mine. And it doesn't make a comment about her other than, wow, look how well she's done given what she came from. We had a question about the impact on meal planning from having vegans and non-vegans in the household. And does that make meal planning difficult? And yes, it does, actually. It's kind of a pain in the neck, because I have to make several different meals every time I make a meal. I make something for me, and then I make something for my older daughter that's similar, but not exactly the same necessarily, though she is not the picky one. And then I make something different for the little kids, and then just give him a plate of powdered donuts, and there you go. So, another meal planning question. How do we meal plan with dumpster diving? It's kind of like how you would meal plan when you're on a budget with the store, because you look at your store circular every week and you see what's on sale, and you plan your meals based on what's on sale at the store, what you have coupons for. It's the same thing with dumpster diving. You see, what do we have, what have we gotten, what's in the house, and I will make meals based on that.
There's many times that she will say, put it out there that we need this because I want to make something. And then that day or the next day, it'll show up. So
put it out there in the universe. I need limes. We need milk. I need bread, and
or,
to make that famous milky lime bread that we all love.
Yeah, or I want to make quesadillas, so we need cheese and those round things.
Tortillas.
Or tortillas.
Yeah, we need everything. We need salsa and sour
amazingly,
cream too.
yeah, we get like one of these salsas.
Throw in some avocados. Yeah.
I know.
All right, what do we do with the food that we cannot freeze and we don't have space for? It depends on the weather. When it's 7 degrees outside right now, so even if our freezers were full, we could leave stuff on the back porch, and it would be plenty cold. When the freezers are full and we don't have enough space for everything, we basically try to consume immediately and share with other people, and we try to give to friends and neighbors if they want them. But I don't ever give food to anybody without telling them this came from a dumpster. I don't just like give it out. And people often ask if we donate to food pantries, and we have tried to do that, but again, I'm not going to bring food to a food pantry and not say, oh, I just fished this out of a dumpster. I'm going to tell them we got all this whatever in the dumpster, like, do you want this? And generally they don't, because they don't want to have the liability also of giving out food, and they have sources for food and stuff. So usually it's us and the people we directly know who will be consuming the food. How much money do we spend on groceries, and what percentage of our food comes from dumpster diving, what percentage comes from couponing, and what percentage comes from actually paying for groceries? And I'd say, it varies week to week, but lately our paying for groceries budget has been extremely low. I mean, there are weeks and weeks that go by where I don't go to the grocery store at all, and dumpster diving is just kind of easier and faster and more productive even than couponing. So I haven't really done that much couponing in a while.
You don't have to wait in line.
So it varies. Sometimes it's 100% from dumpster, sometimes maybe 90%, 10% from grocery shopping. It just depends if there's something specific that we really need or want that's just not manifesting in the dumpster. For example, cat litter. We need to buy cat litter. Unless you go out and find me some today. Or tomorrow. Cat litter.
Cat litter.
Cat litter, cat litter, cat litter.
Okay.
Put it out there. As always, thanks for watching. This has been really fun, dear.
Lucy and Ethel signing off.
We'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.